Good afternoon. I apologize for the delay. I was just having a small in and getting the show together. Hopefully, everybody can hear me. Let me know if okay. And also let's get into the live stream. Hopefully, everybody's having a good day today. Let's see. Reboot my laptop and all the information talk about is completely gone. So hopefully, hey Mike and Rihanna, how are you? Hello. Trial and error, Mike. Trial and error. But we're here, so that's the most important. Today, yeah, we're gonna talk about some cruise changes. There's gonna be there cruise changes that has been happening. So I just wanted to talk to you about to see what you guys think of it, if you guys like it, if you guys don't like it, and all of that good stuff. So let's see. All right. Just changing some stuff here. Hey, Donnell, how are you? Thank you for showing up and being here today. Hope your workday has been good. All right, so let's talk about the cruise changes. So as you guys know, there was going to be some changes on the I think it's called ETS for U.S. citizens. That change was supposed to come for everybody that's traveling to Europe on 2024. Well, as of today, that got moved to 2025 as of today. I guess because they're dealing with about 80 different countries and all of that, they're trying to figure everything out. So if you have hey Eddie, welcome in, Jen. If you have a cruise or any travel, whether by plane or anything like that to Europe, ETS, you will have to get a US visa in order to enter Europe in 2024. Well, they sent us an email today that they've moved it to 2025. So keep in mind, keep that year in mind, because more than likely it'll probably be January of 2025. So if you're still traveling to Europe in 2024, you should be good with the way it is today. But going forward, that is going to eventually going to change. So keep an eye on that information. And I just wanted to talk to you guys about all the different cruise changes, all the things that they have changed, like Princess Cruises changing their Princess Plus and their Princess Premier, charging for their pizza now when it used to be, for free. I've had a lot of customers, talk to me about that information. So it's just been a lot of cruise changes during this year, like gratuities going up, the services in the cabin, not being, morning and evening turnaround. So it's just been a lot of different cruise changes. And I know that we're in a cruising community. So I wanted to bring that information out to you guys and have that conversation today. I would like to know, what is it that you guys think about all these cruise changes? Do you agree with them? Do you disagree with them? Do you like it? Do you not like it? Is it for the best? Is it for the worst? We have different, I have a lot of customers, and I hear, some of them don't care. Some of them are okay with this. Some of them are furious about it. So it just depends. So I wanted it to have that, that conversation today, something to talk about all these changes, because at the end of the day, we all cruise, we all pay for all of this, and we're coming out of pocket more money. Like New Regent's prices, and not only just New Regent Royal Carnival, their prices have gone up. MSC's prices are starting to go up. Welcome in the Seashore Cruisers Fund. How are you today? Thank you for coming in. It's just been a lot. Like I've been noticing as a travel agent, a lot of the prices are going up. Icon of the Seas is one of those ships that is like very expensive. To go on Icon today with their prices is kind of like you're paying for Celebrity, if you put it that way. And probably Celebrity will have better prices than going on Icon some of the times. So that's one of the things that I've seen. And also, as these ships get bigger and bigger and more amenities and more stuff, it's kind of like, you take away a lot of the way cruise used to be. So now you're paying for all of these other amenities that before you never used to pay. I remember back, 10 years ago, 10 years ago when I went on my first cruise, which was Enchantment of the Seas. Welcome in, Rock the Boat. How are you? When I went on Enchantment of the Seas and I went to Perfect Day at Coco Cay back then, everything was free other than if you wanted to snorkel, or if you wanted to do jet skiing and those kind of things. Those will be things that you will pay, but they were reasonable prices back then. When I went this year in March on Wonder of the Seas, I was blown away. Don't get me wrong, perfect Coco Cay, the Perfect Day there, it's beautiful. Don't get me wrong, it's amazing, it's beautiful, but they're charging for pretty much everything on that island. And I know that the new Celebration Cay for Carnival is coming down soon. So be prepared to be paying also for those extra amenities and things like that. Even though that those islands have some of the free stuff, like the beach is free and you could go to the beach. But if you traveling with children and they want to go to the water park or anything like that, just keep in mind you're going to have to pay up for that, and the cost for that is over $100 per person. And the cabanas, I think, like in Perfect Day, if I'm not mistaken, they run a little bit over 1,000, depending on the cabana that you get. So I just wanted to have that conversation. I wanted to talk to all of you guys and see how do you guys feel about all these changes? And are you lurking into like kind of like going on a different ship company altogether, or you don't mind, you're going to go in all of them? So that's kind of like the conversation that I wanted to have with you, because I've been noticing like gratuities have gone up. Hey, Miss Marjorie, welcome in. Oh, hello, Orange Cone Vlog. How are you, Mr. Ross? Thank you so much for coming in today. So I've been looking at gratuities being higher than usual, different specialty dinings that you got to pay for that you didn't used to pay before. Princess Plus going up, Princess Premier going up, the Have It All package in Holland America going up. It's like everything has been just changing and going up. So, and now they're throwing all of this stuff even with the Europe, that now you have to have a visa that you got to pay for in order to get to Europe. So that's going to be another added expense, if you think about it, for all of those people that travel to Europe. I know that if you guys don't know this, in Spain for Barcelona, they're changing the port. So I think it's going to be 15 minutes away, because the port of Barcelona is no longer going to be where it used to be, because a lot of people started complaining. So now they're going to be moving that port. And I think it's like about 15 minutes away. But that's something that the cruise lines are not telling you guys. And I was reading some news about it today about it. So it's going to be your port of Barcelona is going to be moved and changed. So if you're traveling to Barcelona and you're going to get on a cruise there, make sure you double check to see, the address of the port that you're going to be going on, because more than likely your port address will change. I agree with you, Donnell. MSC is even getting expensive, because I remember Donnell is one of my clients. I remember Donnell went on an MSC yacht club back then, and it was like really dirt cheap. And looking at the yacht clubs today, it's like it's gone up twice than what it used to be, at least. And even though the MSC is still cheaper to travel on versus Carnival, Royal, and Celebrity and New Regent and Holland, their prices are also going up little by little. Because I remember like a year and a half ago, I used to book people on on MSC for about $99 plus tax and port fees. So, and right now those same sailings are going for $500, $600, $700. So it's going out there. The visa program in Europe has been pushed out to 2025. Yes, sir. That's one of the things that I was talking about, Rock the Boat. That came out. I think it came out today. That information that has been pushed to 2025. So for those of you that are traveling in 2024, you're good to go because it is not going to affect you at all. But just keep an eye on for the 2025 if you're going to Europe and all of that. Keep an eye on your ports because some ports might be changing as well over there, especially the bigger ships. They're going to be moving them to a different port. I know that right now, I know in Barcelona, they're moving the bigger ships to a different port. And I think it's going to be about 15 minutes away from where the original port is today. I've never been to Barcelona, so I don't know what the difference is, but I know that that change is already in effect. So if you are traveling to Spain anytime between now and whenever, keep in mind, look at your cruise documents and make sure you have that right address. So that way, when you're getting there, you don't have an issue that you're getting to the wrong port. We're lucky we didn't have to worry about that last September. Yeah, you're very lucky with that because there's a lot of changes coming to Europe. A lot of ports are going to be moved to different places, especially with this bigger ships and stuff like that. So keep an eye on the news. I know that Cruising with Key does news, same as other news people. Just keep an eye on their information, their channels, and because I know that change for that information is coming up soon. So hopefully it's not a big change. I know that the port of Civitavecchia in Rome is one of those weird ports that are about an hour away from actual Rome. And it's kind of like Port Canaveral, where you have MCO and then you got to travel all the way to Port Canaveral to get on the ship. Marjorie says, I am switching from Carnival to New Regent because Carnival keeps improving their prices. I noticed New Regent Cruise Line will give more locations and ports for my money. Yeah, that is true. New Regent is really good. And yeah, you'll probably get more for your money in New Regent than you probably would with Carnival. But just got to keep checking because sometimes the prices fluctuate, Marjorie, and sometimes you could get a better deal in one and you could get a better deal on the other. I don't know if you're working with a travel agent, but if you don't, find a good travel agent that can assist you with that and they can help you, because sometimes, like for us in Expedia, we do have like group prices. We have different things that we can provide to our clients, that are better prices than if you were to go and do it on your own. So if you haven't got one, find yourself a good travel agent that can maybe help you, balance that out for you. So there's going to be some changes coming. A lot of different other changes are going to be coming. Some are going to be good, some are going to be bad, especially when they start adding all these newer ships, newer things. Keep in mind that more money out of your pocket is coming out. The train for Civitavecchia to Rome was an hour and it cost $18. That's not bad. That is not bad at all. It's probably cheaper than transportation if you think about it. If you take transportation with the cruise line, because I know I have some customers that went over there and they did Celebrity. I think transportation was like about $60. Oh, thank you, Donnell. You're so sweet. I love you, girl. And Miss Jen, of course. We got to get together one of these days. So, yeah, I know that I have some clients, and I know with Celebrity, it was like $60 for the transfer from the airport to the cruise port and then the cruise port back. So all of them charge a little bit different. So if you're able to find a different ride or a different, that you can save some money, that'll be great. It was 18 euros and we always booked it with the app. See, there you go. So check and Rock the Boat just came back from over there. So he just got back. So he just did this cruise not so long ago. We are looking at cruises from Singapore. Do you know if any of them need visa to travel to Singapore? You are going to need, I believe for Singapore, you are going to need, I know you need your passport, that's for sure, but I think you might need a visa Um, I'll get with you, Rock the Boat. I'll send you a email. Let me look into that, and I'll send you an email and let you know if I find something for Singapore. I'll send you all the information on that to help you out. But yeah, so it's very important that you as the customer, even if you're doing it by yourself or you're working with a travel agent, that you know your ports, that you know how to get there, how to get back, how to move around. And if you don't, get with somebody that knows. And if you're working with a travel agent, get with that travel agent, have them assist you and help you, get to that port. And it's that way you can understand completely, how to move around the port, or what is it that you got to do, what are the best things to do around there. If you just want to do it on your own, if you don't want to do transportation, there's many different things that the travel agents can help you with, and you can get all sorts of information that you might not even understand or know, or how to find it. So always, even if you don't even work with a travel agent, find a friend that travels a lot, ask them questions, go online, get all that reference, read. A lot of people, I had a client a few months ago, and I felt horrible because he's never cruised before, and all of that. And when he came to me, it was like, I had to, sit there and we talked about all of that. So he did very well for his first cruise. He was very happy. He understood. And, I helped him with the check-in process. I taught him how to do everything from start to finish. So he did very well. He's now going on his second cruise. So he told me this past time, he goes, I think I'm a little pro now because I'm getting the gist of it. So that's good to know, when you help somebody out, take your time out of your day and you help somebody out to understand how to maneuver through because all the ports are different. What part of the world? Okay, traveling with Tinker, but what part of the world is Puerto Rico? Puerto Rico is in the Caribbean. Puerto Rico is in between Dominican Republic and Cuba. It's somewhere in between there. We're in the Caribbean waters. You've been wanting to go to Puerto Rico, Marjorie. You got to get over there. Rock the Boat said, we just saw a video showing you need it for Japan, but not sure for Singapore because the person was from the UK. I'm going to send you that information because I think I have something on Singapore, because I did have two clients of mine that went on a Singapore on a Royal Caribbean Quantum class ship. And I did send them some information. So I will IM you privately and I'll send you that information, Rock the Boat, so you can have it. Guys, please don't forget to hit that like button if you're enjoying the content. And if you have not yet subscribed, your girl has like 2 more spots to fill to get to the 400s. I am so excited. You guys don't understand how thankful I am. And I am so blessed to have all of you guys, here with me, and all the creators that have come, to rescue me, all little Tinkerbell, and help her out, and I'm just truly blessed. I feel truly blessed. I feel so grateful for everybody. So, well, another change that is also has happened. I know, Donnell, we're almost at the 400s. We're at what, 398. I got like 2 more to go. Hey, Miss Margot, how are you, my love? Oh my God, I bet you're freezing in Alaska. You are freezing, girl. I don't know how you could live over there, but kudos to you. But I know it's beautiful up there. There's more changes that have occurred. I know that we have the new ships, Icon, coming in. That ship is going to have massive amount of new dining for you guys. There's a lot of changes that Royal is doing on those ships, and especially the Utopia coming up. That's going to be also new stuff is coming for that ship. So keep in mind that as these ships get bigger and as they get taller and bigger, more fun things and more of our money is going in there. But we love cruising so much that we continue to do this. Because I have a cruise in 4 days. I have another one next month. I have one in January, one in February, and then in April. So I'm a massive amount of kids. I know, Miss Donnell. It's a lot of kids, but I will tell you something. Those ships are built for family with kids, but you're going to see more kids during spring break and summer than during the whole year. Because, yeah, it's built for family with kids, but that's where you're going to see most of the children because that ship is going to be going on the Caribbean. So being that that's going to be our ship over here in the United States, it's no different than when you're traveling on any other ships of Royal, because there's going to be a lot of kids during the peak seasons and then less kids during the off peak season. But they're going to have a lot of new venues, a lot of great shows. It's going to be amazing. We are looking at some of the luxury cruises. If we're going to pay extra, we might as well get all the perks. I do agree with you. I agree with you, Rock the Boat. If you're going to pay a little bit more, might as well just do something completely different, because at the end of the day, if you go apples to apples, it's like you're going to see the difference. Like I could go on Azamara for the same price that I could go on Norwegian. So you just gotta look at, you gotta keep an eye on all the prices and the best deals out there for you. Traveling with Tika, I keep thinking Puerto Rico is in South America. I think in geography. No, Puerto Rico is in the Caribbean. If you look at the map, you're gonna see us. It's very small. It's a very tiny island, but it's in between Dominican Republic and Cuba. We're also close to Turks and Caicos. And Costa Rica, we're also close to Costa Rica. So, and Puerto Rico is really nice. I think I have to talk to my son, but I believe I have this Thursday. I think I have the last vlog for Puerto Rico. We still have Carnival Venecia coming up, and then Horizon. So we still got those vlogs to bring to you guys. I know that I'm going to be coming out live on Horizon, so keep an eye on that. I'm going to try my best to put a thumbnail before the day, but it might be one of those spontaneous live, depending on Wi-Fi and all of that. Eddie Lugo says, Puerto Rico is based in the Caribbean, first Cuba, Haiti, Dominican Republic, then Puerto Rico, and after that, the Virgin Islands. There you go, Miss Marjorie. Wepa, Eddie. Thank you so much. Also, now that we're talking about cruise changes and all of that, I'm going to be putting a poll on Traveling with Tinkerbell. It's going to be if you're not part of the Facebook Traveling with Tinkerbell, I suggest you go up there and like our page, Traveling with Tinkerbell. I'm in Facebook and in Instagram, so you'll find me on both. I will be putting up a poll after I get back from my cruise this coming week, because Traveling with Tinkerbell is going to have their first group cruise. And more than likely, it's going to be a Royal Caribbean or possibly a Celebrity cruise. So it's either between those two. So I'm going to put a poll. I want to see what you guys think. What is your favorite one? And then depending on what everybody's favorite, I'm going to put the itinerary and all of that in there. Then we're going to roll with that one. And then we're going to put it out there. It's going to be official. And I'm going to have like all of that. We're going to go wild and crazy. When I say wild and crazy, we're going to have shirts. We're going to have it all. We're going to just have the most fun Traveling with Tinkerbell group cruise out there, because that is my goal. That is my dream, to go on these groups and get to meet the community, get to be able to enjoy time with you, get to know you, to meet you guys, to build those bonds so that you guys can meet other people from our same community. And it's going to be great. Trust me when I say it's going to be great. I cannot wait. I am excited. I've been working on this for a little bit, so it's going to be a lot of fun. Yeah, Rock the Boat, you're gonna have to check that out. Yeah, because we're gonna be rocking and rolling on that group cruise. So I am very excited, and it's gonna be anytime end of April, beginning of May. And the reason why I'm picking that time is after the spring, and it's before the summer, and it's during the time where there's no hurricane season. and everybody can pretty much, either travel or be safe and all of that. And we should be able to be good with that. Marjorie, once you get to San Juan, you become a local. That is true. That is true. Once you get to San Juan, you become a local. It's like, if you've never been to the island, to Puerto Rico, and I could talk a little bit about Puerto Rico because that's where I was born. Puerto Rico is an amazing island to go to visit and to enjoy. If you saw my last vlog last week, towards the end of the vlog, I showed you guys how small of an area is what you're visiting when you docked in the port of San Juan. You're docking in a little itty bitty area compared to the island. So always keep that in mind. You're getting off the ship, and if you do an excursion or whatever, it's not like if you're going a whole, a lot of places, but Puerto Rico has so many places to see. Like, excuse me, you have El Yunque, you got Luquillo, you got Rincon, you have Las Palgueras, you got Caracoles, you have like Caguas, San Juan, you have Humacao, you have Naguabo, you have like all these places that you can visit. And trust and believe, everywhere you go in the island, either you're going to taste some food or you're going to be at the beach and you're going to meet the locals and they're going to talk to you. You're going to have the time of your life. So it's going to be a lot of fun. If you've never been, Marjorie, you got to go one day, but go with the right people. See, Eddie's from Ponce. I'm from Caguas. I'm right next to Guavate. Guavate is one of the places where everybody goes to hang out and eat. If you're a person that you like arroz con gandules, pork, and all the Hispanic food, that's where you go to go get it. That is the place to hang out, and that is the place. And I think I'm one of my, if you go to Facebook on Traveling with Tinkerbell, I went to Guavate and I actually did a Facebook Live from there. And you can see how that place is. So if you're not part of the Facebook Traveling with Tinkerbell community, go check it out and check out those videos. Actually, I was on the phone talking on the live with Donnell and Jen, and it was so funny because we got stuck. My dad was trying to buy blood sausage from this lady. Jen is probably laughing right now in her house. And we got stuck in a hill, and you guys got to go watch that live. I'm not going to tell you anymore, so you guys can watch it and laugh. It's very funny. I will hire you soon to be my tour guide. I would love to be your tour guide. I will take you places that you've never been in San Juan. Trust me, you'll be back. You'll be a Boricua by the time I'm done with you, Marjorie. I will teach you everything there is to know about Puerto Rico. So Puerto Rico is beautiful. They have a lot of places to go. If you've never been to the Caribbean, Aruba, Curacao, Puerto Rico, Dominican Republic, Grand Turk, Costa Rica, oh my God, I could name it, Barbados, St. Lucia is another one. Travel through all the islands, it is amazing, especially if you go to St. Lucia, try their bananas. Try their bananas. And then let me know what you think. That's all I'm going to say. Try their bananas and let me know what you think. Yeah, I remember, Donnell, we were laughing about that live. Hi, Alice. How are you, my love? Thank you for being here, Miss Alice. Tomorrow, guys, don't forget, tomorrow is our new show, Across the Wave. Tomorrow is our second day, and Across the Wave, we're going to be talking about Bermuda. So keep in mind, we're talking about Bermuda. Bermuda is amazing. So if you've never been to Bermuda and you want to know about Bermuda, check us out tomorrow at 8 p.m. Don't forget, be there. Come back tomorrow. I'll be here tomorrow. Alice will be here tomorrow. Cruising with Keith will be here tomorrow. Mike and Rihanna will be here tomorrow, which Mike is right now talking about bananas instead of hashtag butter toast. But okay, I'll take the bananas, Mike. We're all going to be here tomorrow. We're going to bring you guys all there is to know about Bermuda. I'm going to be doing all the history. Mike Rihanna is going to be doing excursions. Cruising with Keith is going to be doing news. And Miss Alice is going to talk all about the port. Because guess what? Miss Alice has always also been to Bermuda. So she's going to be talking all about it. She knows a lot about that port, so she's going to be talking about it. So check us out. Not only that, if you have not been to Alice's Lugo Studio, check her out. Go over there, subscribe, give her a like, send her some message and some love. Also to Mike and Rihanna, to Cruising with Keith, to Eddie Lugo Studios, and Rock the Boat. Check them out as well. You know, if you're a creator, hashtag TWT on the comments. Put it out there so people can get to know you. Thank you for showing up, Midlife Travel. How are you today? We're talking about all sorts of stuff here today. So we're talking about cruise changes and Puerto Rico, all the good stuff. So guys, if you have gone to if you always go to the Bahamas and Cozumel and all of that, take a cruise and go other places. Check out Curacao, check out Aruba, St. Lucia, Barbados, Martinique, Costa Rica, Panama. You know, go to all those places little by little. That's what I've been doing. You know, before I became a travel agent, that's what I was doing. I was traveling. I used to do 4 to 5 cruises a year. And I did it so that I can visit all the Caribbean. Once I'm done with all the Caribbean, then I'm going to Europe. The only ones that I haven't missed in the Caribbean, I still got to go to Panama. But my cruise in February on Carnival Beyond, the Celebrity Beyond, I will be going to Cartagena, Colombia. So I'm going to be checking that one out. And guess what? I do, my souvenir, if you guys don't know, and this is no secret, Tinkerbell's souvenir is that she always finds a Pandora charm or a Pandora store, and she buys a charm from the area she's visited. I don't have it here with me today, but next week, hopefully I can do a show next week. I have to think about that one. But whenever I do another show, I'm going to bring it with me so you guys can see all the places that I have been. I buy a charm from every port, every place I go to, and that's my collection. So I have it in one band. So it's pretty cool. So that's what I do. So I'm hoping that when I get to Cartagena, I can get me my Colombia charm and add it to my Pandora. So it's a lot of fun. That's my souvenir for myself, you know. Thank you, Jen. So everybody can hit that like button. So you know, visit all the places. You know, if you have questions, I've been to a lot of the different Caribbean areas. Hi, Cruising Scene. How are you? Oh, you do the Pandora. Oh, that is awesome. Ain't that cool? I don't know. I like it because my daughter and I do it together. And we cruise together every year. So I bought this, it's a Pandora rope charm. I don't even rope bracelet. I don't know if they sell it. It's about that yay long. It's a long one. And I have them all there. So it is a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun to collect them, you know, and kind of like go to different places, and you go to the Pandora, you pick the one you want and you put it in there. My first one was given to me by my husband, and it's when we went on our cruise to Cayman Islands, and it's a little ship, and on the bottom of it, it says Cayman Islands. So it was really cool, you know, to see that, to have, you know, that memory. So I always enjoy it. I'm going to text my husband to see if he can bring me the bracelet so you can see it. Hold on. This is live right now. So, you know, that's something that I've always, you know, a lot of people do different things, that when they buy either magnets or whatever, I collect Pandora charms. You know, you have to collect the expensive stuff. Like, you know, I couldn't find another thing to collect, but I figured that that's my traveling bracelet. So if you ever see me on the first day on the cruise, I will have my bracelet on. I always carry it on my first day. And then I don't use it again for the rest of it, but I carry it on my first day. That's just my traveling companion, you can say. So, but yeah, you know, try out the different islands. You know, I've been to a lot of them. Hi, Midlife Travel. How are you? I've been through all sorts of different Caribbean islands, and my favorite till today is Bermuda, Aruba, and Curacao. I'm from Puerto Rico, so I already know it's in my blood to enjoy and love Puerto Rico. But Aruba and Curacao, if you've never been, it'll just blow your mind, because not only it's beautiful, but the people, the locals, oh my God, is on another level. Like I go there and it's so relaxed, so chill. You don't find that like that hustle or anything like that. Everybody's very nice, very friendly. Well, they call it the happy island for a reason. I volunteer during summer to teach the children English and Carthage. Oh, that's so cool. That is so cool. So you do that every summer, like during the summertime? That is so neat. But yeah, like, just so that you guys know, cruising is expanding, it's growing. It's growing a whole lot. It's actually this year alone, I've noticed that cruising has taken off. Like it's become something more than just the regular, you fly from here to there or there back. It's just become something more than just that. It's growing a whole lot. The sales are up there. It's amazing. It's been a blessing, to be honest, to be in this not only in the community but also as a travel agent. It's been great. And I love my job because I get to meet a lot of people, and I am a people person, so I really truly enjoy building that relationship with my clients. I know that some of you here are clients of mine, and then some of you are my clients and are my family, because we've built like really great bond, and it's just amazing. It's amazing to get to know everybody. But if you've never been on a group cruise, and I know that Eddie and Alice Lugo Studios group cruise is coming up this coming weekend. I'm not sure. I think Eddie has been, because Eddie has done like the vloggers cruise. It is amazing to do those kinds of groups, because your community comes together. And when you see your community coming together and having and building those relationships and enjoying that time, and then you hear when you're doing your live shows or anything like that, you hear, hey, let's say Donnell is going with Marjorie, they're going to go have another cruise, and or Alice is going with me, and you hear that, then you're doing something right in the community, because those people are building those relationships, and you talk to each other through the channels today, but then when you see each other in person and you give, it's just it's amazing. Let me tell you, I've been in several, and I have so many friends, so many great memories till today that we can go back and we can talk about it and enjoy. And truly, it's a true blessing in the community. That non-group cruise is on right now on the Carnival Celebration, with over 125 to 150 vloggers on it. So there you have it. You have all of these great, it's just crazy. Vloggers Cruise was so fun. So many cruise nerds together. I know. Margot was, I know you were there. And let me tell you, the amount of friendship that you build, it is crazy. It is crazy. And it is something that you will never forget. I even have clients of mine that has nothing to do with group cruises. They have met each other on a cruise, and they become friends for life, and they cruise together. And if one goes here, the other one goes there too. So and that's the magic that is in cruising. I feel that all the stress, all of that is left on that walk, when you're walking in to getting into, to going onto your cruise. All of that stress is left back here. And when you step foot on that cruise, you become another person, and you're like a relaxing person, and you're on vacation, you enjoy it. And that's the beautiful thing about cruising, that a lot of people still till today don't understand how big this community is getting to be. And if you don't believe me, look at all the different channels out there. Look at their subscribers. You can see it in the numbers that the community is just growing and growing and growing and growing. It is amazing. I saw you, Eddie, but it was too shy. Margot, how you gonna be shy? How are you not gonna say anything? You talk to everybody every day. We had a great time on the vloggers cruise. I bet you did, Miss Alice. Because I saw Eddie over there with some yo in the house with all these people. I wasn't there, but I saw his video. Midlife Travel says, hopefully one day soon we can meet you guys on a vloggers cruise. Of course, you will. Of course, you will. And you're gonna have the time of your life. Trust me, if you like Mike and Rihanna, that has never gotten on a cruise, the day they step foot on one is a game changer, because not only you're gonna build a lot of friendships, it's a different vibe, it's a different way of traveling. You know, it's not just getting on a plane, you sit by this person for an hour or two, you never talk to them, you're never going to see them again. It's completely different. You can have dinners with people, you can, go to the to the Havana, to wherever, have a drink, enjoy a coffee, whatever you want to do. So it's going to be a fun time. It's going to be a fun time. But you're gonna love it. I enjoy it. I love cruising. I love meeting people every time I go. We're definitely looking forward to. No, Mike and Rihanna, trust and believe. I'm gonna be the one vlogger that I'm gonna wait for you to put the first foot on your, and I'm gonna capture the whole moment for you, so then you can put it on your vlog, because I know that it's gonna be amazing. You guys are gonna have a great time. um, but it's just like one of those things. And most of you have cruised, so you can probably maybe put a little bit of a comment on your experience when you cruised. But it's on another level. You're relaxed, you're having a great time, you can sit on the aft of the ship, you can watch that wake, you can see the sunset, you can see the sunrise. Where else can you go to do all of that? If you think about it, where else can you go to watch all of the sunsets and all of that? So it's a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. I'm actually looking forward to this weekend. um I know that's a cool idea, right, Eddie? I'm actually looking forward to this weekend, to spending some time with my family, celebrating my daughter Sophie's 15th birthday. So that's going to be a lot of fun. And I'm actually looking forward to grabbing all of that and taking it all in. I'm also going to be working. I'm going to be vlogging. I'm going to be doing live. So I'll be going all over the place. Yeah, Eddie, we can all get all of us that we have cruise, since we're all going on this Paradise Boost cruise for next year. For those of you that don't know, Eddie Lugo and Alice Lugo Studios is having a Boost Cruise 2.0 next year, October 28th of 2024, out of Tampa on the Paradise. I will be there. Eddie Lugo, Alice Lugo Studio, Mike and Rihanna's first time. And I know there's many other creators. I think that all of us should be waiting for Mike and Rihanna. We should all vlog it from different areas, so that we can then give it to him and he can put it on his channel, so that he can see himself coming in from different views. I think that would be really cool. Right? I agree with you, Rock the Boat. The first time going into a cruise cabin is always awesome. Yeah, because a lot of people ask, okay, how big are these cabins? Are they big? Are they small? Well, it all depends. It all depends the type of cabin that you choose, the floor that you choose, because there's different inside cabins, there's different ocean views, there's different balcony types. It all depends. But it's always really cool if you are the person that don't like to sleep in the light and you don't like any lights, then try an inside cabin. The only problem with the inside cabin that you will never know what time it is, because it's pitch black, but you will sleep really nice. It's super pitch black, but you will sleep really nice at night. If you are a person that maybe you don't like the balcony type and you want some kind of view, ocean view might be for you. If you like the balcony, sitting outside enjoying coffee or breakfast out there in your own balcony, then you could do an ocean view balcony. Now with the new cruises like Royal Caribbean, you can also do a Central Park balcony or a boardwalk balcony. So it depends. There's all sorts of different balconies. And in Icon of the Seas, you have 29 different choices. What can go wrong? You have 29 different choice of staterooms. Where do you get that? Only in Royal Caribbean. I get paid in 1 week. Said Marjorie. That's the okay. So, there's always a cabin. I always say there's always a cabin, a cruise ship for every person. Not every cruise line is going to be built for you. You have to kind of go on different types of cruise lines to then figure out what is the one, what tailors to what I need. And that's when you'll know, okay, I'm a princess person, I'm a royal person, or carnival person, or Norwegian, or MSC, or whatever it is. So that's when you'll know. So I always suggest you move around until you find the right fit for you. So just always keep an eye on that. But cruising is fun no matter what, no matter on what. I have been on all the different types of ships except for MSC, and I enjoy them all. Now, if I were to pick a favorite one, my top three will be Celebrity being number one, then Royal, and then Carnival will be my third choice. And I only pick Royal because, and I put Carnival as third because in Royal, your buffet, your food that they serve there, they have a lot of variety. Carnival, forget it. Carnival after COVID, I don't know what happened to Carnival. I'm still trying to process what happened to our Carnival buffet after COVID, because in every section of the Lido deck is the same exact food. I am not sure what happened to Carnival. They're the only ones that are doing this. And they took our bacon. So now it's bacon every other day as well on top of it. Margot says, if you are in an inside cabin and want to wake up in the sun, up with the sunset, set your TV on the channel that shows the bow of the ship. It will be dark at night, but when the sun comes up, it'll lighten up your room. That is the point, Margot. You're very right about that. So, it's just crazy. And I'm still trying to understand what happened with Carnival's buffet. Even the MDR is changed. Now that we're talking about cruise changes, the MDR has changed because now after your second entree, they charge you. So that's another change. And they're only giving so many lobsters. I don't eat lobster because I don't eat shellfish. So I don't mind really. But for those that do, I could imagine it's probably like that people are like upset about it. They have the midnight buffet on Carnival Celebration again. They do, Mike and Rihanna, but it's the same food. It's not what it used to be. Like, I don't know how many people here on the show tonight have been on a Carnival ship before. But Mike, just to give you a little bit of an insight of Carnival. When I started traveling with Carnival was my first choice because that's all that I traveled was Carnival. And they used to have like a Caribbean night. I know that Eddie did Carnival many, 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 many years ago. So maybe Eddie might remember this. Maybe it was different when he went. But it used to be, I remember it was a Caribbean night. And on the Lido deck, they brought this like paella, big old like, I don't know, like a pot, and it was filled with, they did a paella there. They had chicken wings and all these food. And then they had a midnight buffet that you will go and they had like tacos. It had all sorts of different types of food, Indian food, all sorts of type. Now you go on a Carnival cruise today, whether you go in the morning for breakfast, for lunch, or even at dinner, it's like every station serves the same thing. Back then, it used to be that every station was a different type of food choice. You could have an Indian in one, maybe Mexican in another, and stuff like that. Like if you go on Celebrity, and Donnell and Jen are here because they go on Celebrity a lot, even Rock the Boat that just came back, you find different types of food on their different stations. But for some weird reason, Carnival don't do it anymore. Royal had an amazing midnight buffet with ice sculpture. Yeah, they used to have in Carnival where they had like ice sculptures, the chocolate evening. They had like I have pictures of all of that. It's just insane. I don't know. Like, that's one of the cruise changes that I personally don't like because I used to enjoy, going to the buffet and having to have like different types of food. Like I went on Holland America and they had different types of food on their buffet. all over the place. And see, NCL has different, yeah, NCL too. NCL, you would go and every station was a different, you could find different things. You didn't have to eat the same thing. So you have people making lines for the same thing. But if you go on NCL, Royal Caribbean, Celebrity, Holland America, you can go and they have different stations with different food. They had the bread area, they had the omelet station, then they have all this other stuff, but not, I don't know. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to vlog it for you on Carnival Horizon so that you guys can see. And hopefully Horizon doesn't prove me wrong. But I'm going to check it out. And I'm going to vlog so you can see the Carnival buffet on this Carnival Horizon. Because it's crazy. Now you get room service once a day. Yep. And not only that, you not only you get room service once a day, but you also have to pay for some of the items. It's just insane. Princess also had different themes of food. Yeah, I think Princess still does it. I have not been on a Princess cruise, but I believe they still does it. Rondacita, how are you, love? Good evening, all. I've been lurking and cleaning the kitchen. Hey, we love you. Thank you for being here. But yeah, it's just been crazy, all these changes. Even when I went on Celebration and the Mardi Gras, they do, and mind you, these two ships, because they're huge, they have different venues, different places where you can eat. They also have like the little food trucks kind of thing out in the Lido deck that you can eat. I completely understand that. But when you go to the buffet, they're serving the same thing. And even on the smaller ships. So I would like for Eddie, when he goes, Eddie, keep an eye on that when you go on the Glory this coming weekend and see what their buffet looks like, to see if it's the same or maybe it's just some different ships that they do it. Our daughter used to love ordering room service at night, trying the different food. Yeah, it's my daughter used to love it. She used to like that, to order that chocolate cake on Carnival. And now if she orders it past 10, she has to pay for it. So it's always, it's always something with these cruise lines. And some of them just kind of like slowly in there, they raise your little prices without you even noticing it. Like even if it's a little smit, they're raising their prices on food, on the dining, specialty dinings, and all of that. Buffet on the Celebration was beat. Did you see it on the Celebration too, Donnell, where they have everything was the same in all the stations except for the middle stations where you have the people where they make your scrambled eggs and maybe you get your bread and all of that and your fruit. That was the only difference. But all the other stations, they were serving scrambled egg, sausage, potatoes, hash in there or whatever, pancakes, and it was the same in every station. And not all the stations on that ship was open. It was certain stations that were open and the rest of the stations were all closed in. Weird. You have all these stations and you are doing absolutely nothing with it. But I understand they're bigger ships. People have more variety to going to Bonsai Sushi or one of the food trucks outside or Shaq's Big Chicken or the Blue Iguana, because they do have all of that. By the way, if you guys go to the Blue Iguana and you're doing breakfast, check out the arepas. Those are good. Eddie, you're going to, on the Glory, check out the arepas with cheese. Those are really good. So I like them. But there's only certain things that I can eat. So maybe it's something that I like, maybe something that you guys will not like. But yeah, it's just amazing how much all these cruises have changed. Some of them have changed for good, and then some of them are like some changes have been like a little bit like we got to put up more money, for gratuities and all of that. Even the services, like the turn down services, like the morning and the evening. Now you get to choose whether you won the morning or you won the evening. You only get one. And then I know that New Regent is on the struggle bus because New Regent doesn't have a lot of employees. So they have like one stateroom attendant for all their rooms. It's harder on them. They're working a lot of hours. They're working harder than before. So that's also something, that us as travelers need to take into consideration. If you are in a situation where your cabin stewardess has a lot more work, just keep an eye on that because they're trying hard. Yep, there is rock the boat. I agree with you. There's a lot of nickel and diming going on across all the lines. And that's happening right now. And I understand, COVID happened, they got to make their numbers and all of that, but up until when, it's going to be kind of like calm waters again, that we can say, okay, we can breathe, and because everybody, is trying to cruise. But on the same hand, cruise have gone up. Like a lot of people, that's what they're doing. People that never used to cruise are cruising crazy. It's insane, but that's what's happening. And as long as people are paying those prices, it's just going to keep going up and up. We only had one turn down service on the NCL Viva. Yep. It's all over the place. It's not just NCL, it's all over, because when we went on Wonder, they made us choose morning or evening. Same on the Celebration. I did not have that with Celebrity Apex, to be honest with you. I did not have that issue when I went back in April last year. Donnell, did you have that issue? Because I know you and Jen were on the same ship. I didn't have that issue on there, but I know I'm going on the Beyond in February. So I have to see if, what's going on with that over there. I always like to check it out and find all cool stuff to bring you guys to the, since we have 4 more minutes here on our live stream, I just wanted to let you know a few things before we get out of here. I'm not going to put a show for next Tuesday because I'm going to be on the boat and I'm not sure what time I'm going to be getting back. If I get back in time before 7, then I will just do like an impromptu and we'll do a live from the ship. I know that on Saturday, Wi-Fi permitting, I would like to do a live stream from you guys for our, oh my God, now I can't even think, for our leaving the port. Oh my God, what is it called? Please help me here. I can't even think straight right now. I will be doing a live on our sail away. I'm sorry, our sail away. That I want to capture and I want to bring you guys along. We're going to have a great time with that. And I want to do a couple of different lives as well. Maybe getting to Curacao, maybe getting to Aruba, just so that you guys can see Wi-Fi permitting. So I'm trying, to bring you guys that content. I want to bring you guys more stuff. So keep an eye on Traveling with Tinkerbell from Saturday, from this Saturday to the following Saturday. I get back on Sunday, November 5th. We will not be having an Across the Wave shows next Wednesday, but we do have one tomorrow. So I will see everybody tomorrow at 8 p.m. here again. And that's for our Across the Wave show. We're talking about Bermuda tomorrow. Our sail away, I think, is scheduled for either 4:30, 5 o'clock. But what I'm going to do, as soon as I find out, I am going to put a show on here so that you guys can know, and it'll improp for notifying you guys of that sail away, because I'm going to take my tripod and I'm going to do something completely different than what we do here right now. We're going to do that sail away from the, live streaming from the Carnival Horizon. I want to show you guys that. We're going to probably do a walkthrough through the ship. So for those of you that have never been on the Carnival Horizon, you guys get to see that live. So all Wi-Fi permitting. So as long as Wi-Fi is permitting, Tink over here will be bringing that to you guys live. So I just wanted to say thank you so much for coming here. If you guys have not checked out my Facebook page, check out my Facebook, Traveling with Tinkerbell, become part of that community. We're almost at 300 over there. I'm still got to work on my Instagram, but I do also have an Instagram, Traveling with Tinkerbell. I got 2 more subscribers to hit that 400, which I know we're going to hit it. We're going to be big and we're going to do big things in this channel. I just want to say thank you, everybody, for coming here tonight. I love you all to the moon and back. Please stay safe. I love you guys. Thank you so much for coming. God bless each and every one of you guys. Love you all. And I will see you guys tomorrow across the waves. Across the waves tomorrow. See you all. Bye-bye.